everyone, it's Lou Collins for CraftStash, and as part of our 3-minute card making hacks series, I'd like to talk to you today about your die cutting plates warping. So this happens on most die cutting machines, but I have got a few tips to help you prevent it. So my first tip is to ensure you are using the correct plate combination for the correct pressure, because I'm going to show you now an example of what happens when you use incorrect pressure. So I'm going to place my plates in here. I'm going to add some additional pressure to the sandwich by placing a rubber mat in there, and I'm going to use this thin metal shim as an example for you. Now, as you can see, this does bend, but it straightens out again. Now, if I put this into my die cutting machine, now, as I say, there's an awful lot of pressure in here, more so than we would usually have if we were die cutting. And as I put this through, and I can already feel that there's extra pressure in here, more than I need, so I really need to push that through with a really strong arm. And I'm just going to go a little way so I don't damage my plates too much, but as I turn this up, you'll be able to clearly see that these plates are starting to lift up and warp. That's because the pressure through the center of the machine here is just too much, pressing down and causing this action. This is where your plates are warping. Now, if you're using the correct pressure throughout the machine, you're not going to get this effect happen anywhere near as much. Now, we all know it is occasionally going to happen, particularly if you've had a difficult die and you have had to add additional pressure for some reason. So my tip here is to, each time you run your plates through, turn your top plate over so that if you do have any curve, it's then facing down into the machine and into the plates. And you can do this each and every time you run your plates through. This is going to have the reverse effect each time and keep those plates as flat as possible. So there's 2 quick tips that you can be doing straight away, and this is regardless of whatever die cutting machine you are using, even the electronic ones rather than the manual ones. Now, you're going to see more warping on larger plates, so that is definitely one time to be using that flipping method each time you run your plates through. So I hope you found this useful. Give us a thumbs up, and of course leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will speak to you again very soon in the 3 minutes card making hacks playlist. Take care. I'll see you again soon.